Any comment on the Amulet paragraph of yesterday's announcement? I actually haven't read it yet. I will read it after the first round. There's a tiny chance that it's better to make a construct. Like maybe I shouldn't have cycled the bubble. Making a construct seems to play better into Karn liquid metal coating, which is probably the only way for me to lose. Kurwa, blast zone. They're tapping it, it's fine. Alright, that's fine. If they kept the blast zone up, I kinda would be fucked. Well, no, I would cast a Titan, they would blow up the amulets, and I would be like, okay, I have a Titan. We definitely don't need anything else to win. Like on top of the cards in hand I have already. That's definitely it. Goblin guy, I don't really play paper much lately, so I can't say. But, I mean, in paper you just say how much mana you add to your mana pool, it's instantaneous. Like the reason why it's slow on Magic Online is because you have to stack the triggers. You don't have to stack the triggers IRL, you just explain to your opponent that they are dead, and you say, okay, I have infinite everything, and they say, okay, and they die. That does require the understanding that you have infinites in your deck and how they work. But if you don't, you should get 100 spankings from the judges. Do we have any cards against Tron? Null Elemental Blast is the opposite of a card against Tron. Collector Ouphe. Or Vexing Bauble, maybe? Or Force of Vigor over Collector Ouphe. Probably Force. Yeah, today we have Null Blast and Lithomantic Barrage to kill Ashiok.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Hi.
Welcome to the candy trail. Toot.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Kanista sold me fentanyl behind the Poland market.
Great Q, Florian, thank you very much for the subs. Nice result using stock up on main. Holy shit, I have to see that now. I want to force them up.
Phenomenal control player.
83 big ones, wow.
Maybe. 83, that should be my next deck size. Oh no, I ended up with Hanweir in my hand. Rip. Well, that doesn't matter, of course. Hey Kaniki, good to see both you and Amulet Titan are doing fine this Tuesday. Noon. Agreed. It is good that everyone is doing good and nobody got unjustly banned. And what is what is even more pleasant is that the ban talkers will finally shut up, at least for a moment. Because the ban talkers were just insufferable, as they often are. Well, they will shut up at least for a little bit. Like the rate of rage posting on twitch.twitter.com is gonna be lower, for sure. Yeah, Jandrek is just an enemy. He openly just wants for Amulet to be banned, not even because it's strong, but just because it would annoy me, so, you know, it's a personal act of hatred, actually. Clearly. And said nice in the chat. This is quite nice indeed. Cultivator. I have no more pacts. I have spent both of my pacts, so we can't cultivate. Oh, you mean the cultivator is in the deck? That's true though. Just correct to play Cultivator Colossus, and if somebody doesn't play it, then ask them what they think about Urza's Cave, and that's going to reveal their level of knowledge about Amulet. Just say, yeah, I don't think it's needed, and you just know that you're talking to a novice. Or even worse, not a novice, but not a novice with a shallow understanding of the deck. Kurwa, brother, Bronki z Biedronki. Oi, oi, oi. So, yeah. You bought Jitta yesterday and it wasn't unbound. Maybe next update. To jest, kurwa, jeszcze jeden bounce był? No nie zauważyłem. Git. Radler ideolo, kurwa, brother, ale combo. This is deterministic. Czy to już combo? I think you got it now. Classic opponent responses. Kurolu, czy ci nie żol? Du, 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 du. Kurwa, brother, ale combo. Siema, czy nie lepiej założyć patronitę niż metafy? Why? Well, I already have a metapay, so it would be kind of huge undertaking to move now. Nie lepiej oba. That now we're thinking. Tylko wiatraki? No jak? What would I post there? There's gonna be a MetaFi update. Aiming for tomorrow. Covering the Jeskai matchup. I think I played enough of it to be pretty comfortable with my plans. So that's going to be on the MetaFi page soon. Tomorrow I probably will not end up not streaming because Tomorrow I am taking Buka to the vet. She is getting her biopsy taken at 2 p.m. So that's kind of... Maybe I will stream in the morning, I guess. But probably not the Prelim. We're gonna play some leagues in the morning, I think. Yeah. Oh. Minus 19. Oh, let's keep. Need to joy bounce, really. But I will. Maybe I'll joy forest turn 1 or Boseiju as well. That also works. Mulligans to 5, cringe. I could, if it's the mirror, as the bot says, then we can even turn 2 analyst, turn 3 activated. I milled green sources and I have green mana. Is it Amulet Titan GP finalist maps on? I think so, yeah. I am making that guess since villain's name is Mimapson. Hello, my name is Dryad Arbor and I'm part of an awesome media team called Your Nox Brew. O kurwa, prowess. Enjoy bounce land though. Prowess move to 5. In a couple of weeks, my team and I will be in your opening hand. My first time. I've been doing some research on the various creators of the event and you are all into some really cool and innovative things. As a creator of this event, would it be possible to chat with you on camera to get some content about yourself, land drops and summoning sickness while in your opening hand? Is that a copy pasta of a copy pasta? Some sort? But yeah, certainly Dryad Arbor is just not for the faint of heart, and I'm kind of faint of heart. No dawaj skupa, no. Już nie gadaj, że nie będziesz tutaj nie skupował. You could think that as a free drop, Stock Up works particularly well with Dryad Arbor GSZ, but it actually doesn't, because if you play Forest and you just don't have blue, because your main blue sources are Simic Growth Chambers, there is just no way to weave that in. Maybe if you have an Amulet on top of that, you just go Amulet Chamber, Stock Up. No naprawdę typ kurwa nie się tutaj nie skupnie. Co za ziom. Prowess remains an enigma. It only beats bad decks and is 45% against every good deck. I think it's worse against Titan than that. Is it bad versus Amulet? It's really bad, bro. O, teraz kurwa Konkeda leci, nie? Zajebiście. Well, I don't know if Potter is even better, but it doesn't get much worse either. Do you think it's worth bringing Amulet against for the RC even if it's gonna get hated hard? I will play Amulet, yeah. It is gonna get hated. I don't care. We have a Null Blast and a Lithomantic Barrage to kill Ashiok right now. Like, it will be, people will have Amulet hate, but how many Ashioks can they actually play? Every single person who just will just stare down the Ashok and think to themselves, yes, it's really good against Amulet, but blank against anything else. Can I really afford to play it over a more flexible option? And some will choose Ashok, some will choose the more flexible option, and even those with Ashok, you will just win game 1 and then hopefully not get Ashok twice or not get high road twice. You just need to chill, trust, and win. Govno. Actually, maybe the hand is fine. You know, actually, I'll keep. Too bad they played Blasting Mire. If they played a Wooded Foothills, I could copy it with their Coin Deeps. Okay, skipped. No need for that. Corey Steelfather. Point kept 7. You don't know how people seriously show up to modern events playing Swiftspear turn 1. Well, yeah, I think the deck is not as bad as you are saying, chat. You're making it sound really bad. Well, it's just maybe a bit bad. Seems like I would prefer to explore than to GSZ here. Double Goblin Guide. Occasionally, I still run into a Baron player round 1, 2, or 3 of the challenge, and that's kind of crazy to me. Didn't you die against Prize on turn 3 the other day? Yeah. That's what made me respect the deck. Here I'll get Consigned, probably. Which is a problem. Heartfire Hero into Manifold Mouse. That's the future of prowess, yes. Aye, what now? Probably this. Another one. Maybe Analyst. No. Yes? No. I want to be able to draw Spelunking. If I put the Chamber into play, then Spelunking isn't actually an out. I think it might be Analyst, indeed. Blocks Wars. But if I mill mana, can it be useful ever? Oh no, that's the second spell. Soaring the Woodland, what the hell? Dobra, siedzi no. Dzień dobry. O! Dobra, I'm back. So with no Woodland, my Scapeshift would go the direction of Mr. Beast, I guess. Probably. Do we have 2 spells? Yes, we do. So I'm probably dead. But let's just wait. Because my opponent skipped a land drop, so they have another spell in hand as well. Trzy, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I'm not dead. Actually, I cast another lava dart. Dobra, kurwa, to po co mi czas marnujesz, frajerze? Okay, that's why they time, it's because they needed to choose the unblocked monster to have lethal. Alright, surgical presence. So on the play we can't lose because my deck is way better on the play against theirs, and their consign is not good on the draw. It's only good on the play. And I only had one amulet this game. They had a quick lethal, so that all will not happen again. Did I knew Pedro is the president of Spain? I actually did not. That's an interesting piece of trivia that you're presenting me. Play Urza Saga. Play Amulet of Vigor. Pass. You missed out on Canister doing Pedro meme with Pool Card of Ulek. Have you? As in, you missed out on me doing that, or like I did that once and you missed out? If you do it now, people will call you chopped or something. Okay, let's not then. Shlonjik, Scapeshift number 2, that's not a good draw. Really awkward Saga, but I'm gonna bounce it. My opponent taps out, I win next turn, although they might surgically extract my insights. I show off. Dobrze. Should I actually block Swiftspear in this spot? Probably. Oh, I only have one amulet. Okay. Let's just do the thing then. If they have surgical, then it's gonna be fine. Because we can Mr. Beast, I think. If I get extracted on Lotus Fields, then I think I'm fine still. I'll return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. 10, and I'll just get Mr. Beast into play. So it seems like I would be fine still. I keep my hand. This is funny because I'm actually streaming as well right now, and we are playing against _stream. I miss Boros energy. Yeah, do you think people will play Boros at DRC for one reason or another? Are there paper Boros gamers, or is everyone going to swap to Jeskai? Or will people say, no, actually I don't want to spend 1,000 bajillion dollars on Quantum Rizzler, so I will stick to playing Ajani Pridemate and Ajani's Ocelot Pride. Boros is big back, is it? Seems like a great time to main deck stock-ups then. Most played deck will be Jeskai, I imagine. Yeah, but do we imagine more Boros at the RC than online? I think so. That's why I preemptively put the second sweeper back into my sideboard, because no matter what people tell you, the sweepers actually are a huge deal against Boros, and it's very easy to get to a point with the Amulet deck where you are boarding into a 64 card deck anyways, because you have too many cards, so you could just have fewer cards and a sweeper that's more surgical. What's the matchup versus Jeskai like with Amulet? It's good, in my experience. Played against it 13 times. Total. Won 9? Oh no, it's a mirror. Oh no, it's a Fenty. Oh wow, perfect. Vesuva Saga. I think I'm 9-4 against Jeskai. What are the bad matchups for Amulet now other than Neoform? Control, Simic Ritual, probably a bunch of others. Ashiok decks with too many Ashioks, like 2 Ashioks is probably bad post-war matchup. Gorios is slightly bad and very hard to fix. Good matchup, mirror, bad matchup, good matchup, good matchup, good matchup, good matchup, good matchup, bad matchup, bad matchup, good matchup, good matchup, good matchup, bad matchup. Yeah, we were just done reacting to the ban announcement, don't you worry. How do I feel about Null Elemental Blast versus second Otawara for Ashiok? Well, I have the Null Elemental Blast in my sideboard right now, and it hasn't been relevant once, but I guess I can bring it in against Affinity because they do play one Ashiok sometimes, and I can also counter Pineapple Emissary. Well, is your friend fine with me showing his list on stream? If they're not, then too late. Titan deck list. It's pre-stock. For Boseiju. Well, this is a Giga stock list with rumbles. Turn the Earth, Hex Drinker. Sure. Means a list. As I said. I have seen all of those ideas before. Hopefully I don't die next turn. Construct into Construct, Haste. I get to Chomp, so I shouldn't die. And they only have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 artifacts? X-Drinker just feels so at the moment. I think it's just bad. Doesn't feel at the moment. It feels just bad because it is bad. Just a bad card. Doesn't actually win the, doesn't actually do the job it's supposed to do. Is there a new Amulet toy in Avatar? I don't think so. It's an answer to some decks in the meta. Well, I get the theory, it just doesn't pan out in practice. You're convinced that the last 4 sideboard cards in Amulet are always meh? That's why I play the sweepers, because they are narrow, but when you actually get paired against the sweeper vulnerable person, they make a difference. Sweepers are good for sure. Yeah, good but narrow. A Solitude can double time with Hex Drinker. The bigger issue of Hex Drinker is that if you it doesn't win the game. Because you spend 10 mana on your Hex Drinker. GSZ for Hex Drinker 2 mana, then 8 mana to level it up. That's 10 mana spent on that card alone. All for the hope that your opponent cannot beat a 6 damage each turn. Just very beatable. Is Null for Ashiok only? Yeah. Lithomantic Barrage and Null plus are sideboard answers to Ashiok. What do I think about Eldritch Reclaimer? All of my opinions about Amulet are included in my MetaFi guide, by the way, chat. If you ever want to learn a lot about Amulet and you are willing to spend 20 USD bucks on that, or 15 if you are a Twitch sub, go to my Metafy and you can read up about that. But I will also answer your questions, obviously. Reclaimer never panned out for me and never actually did too much for me, never liked it too much, so I'm not a fan of Reclaimer. The theory is always sound, maybe tiny bit, but the practice just, it's not it.
He's a phenomenal control player.
You tried talking to Canister IRL, but he redirected me to his Metafy, did I? Null Elemental Blasts for Ashiok and Rambles, I don't know, I just stopped pretending that I enjoy them. Don't need a second bauble now with less belching happening. Yeah, Belcher cards are kinda weak now, with Belcher not being played. Old Canister would have said, do I know you? Well, certainly I will do that in the future as well. It's a good question to ask. Co my tu robimy teraz? Z Titan? Yeah, the needle is for Belcher mainly. No need to play it. If I get hit by Metallic Ray Bukake, it's gonna be not nice. Seems like I'm not. That's fine. Tapped 1 mana too many. It's the 3 mana improvise mana leak. Would be pretty good in this spot for the villain. This seems winning enough. 2 Thopters at 19 life. I think we can handle that. I have 1 pack to pay. Alright, let's bring the Null Lamella Blast for the Lulz now that we have it, and I don't know, Stockups, Trim, Scapeshift, Pact maybe, Scapeshift. Which leaves me at 62. And we're gonna Lithomantic Barrage. Oh, I mean, it's pretty bad, probably. All the Lulz. After taxes and fees, the Metafy is $18 for subscribers. Why do you lie? Well, it's 15 from my perspective. But there's also fees on the side indeed. Although I would not call that a lie. What's the matchup? It's Affinity. We are paying a lot of respect to their singular Ashiok. What a hand. Am I playing Cultivator Colossus because of the surge in Jeskai? Not really. He's not the greatest against Jeskai. It's a main deck consign deck, which is a bit awkward. I'm actually playing it because I think I like it. Just in general. I think it makes a deck more functional, and sometimes you have to fight through Graveyard Hate, and I like for my deck to be able to fight through Graveyard Hate. Titan is not powerful enough sometimes. And I just dislike the idea of being dead to a Trap and Charm or Kozilek's Command. I'm certainly talking a lot about Trap and Charm for how often I actually play against that card, but I just think it's good deck building hygiene. Lithomantic Barrage is Kappa hate, indeed, yeah. Can kill Kappa on top of killing Ashiok. Do I not like Ice Steel? Yeah, not much. It's too expensive for my taste for what it does. Trauma response to talk about Trap and Charm. Yeah, but there is like a bunch of more stuff. There is Surgical Extraction out of random decks. I just feel like my deck is more robust and capable of fighting through those effects. How is the card? I'm taking Buka tomorrow to the vet for the biopsy. Hopefully it's gonna be fine and it's going to be something that is treatable. I have no idea how to play around Surgical. Is that in the guide? It is included, yeah. Mostly you do that by just summoning Titans or Mr. Beasts. What happened to the cat? Buka has been... Co to będzie? Jakiś moon? No? Not sure if I should play the amulet here. Probably it's fine. Probably I'll get countered. So Buka got a USG and she has some problems. There is some like thickening on the side of her stomach that shouldn't be there. Which is worrisome enough that I should take her to a visit. Which might be cancerous, might be not. Hopefully it is not. We will learn. Well, in some time, the like results of the biopsy will take a few weeks to come. You have two cats that vomit with some frequency and they are fine, ... A third cat had something on the stomach. The vet opened him up and discovered it was a bad reading from the image. Well, so here's hoping it's gonna be fine, as you say. Because she does vomit, but she did stop vomiting now. After getting some meds for that, and she's hasn't vomited in the past week. So there's some change for the better. But I would rather just, test her and see if there's something that needs to be done or can be done. Saga, no siedzi. Moon, Ashiok, which one will be that? Blood Moon, okay. Kill Moon and Saga. Goodbye Titan. Hello Titan. So I'm going for the biopsy tomorrow, basically, is what I've been saying. I'll have to leave her at the clinic and then just come back after a few hours when they're done. Why not Mr. Beast? Master Beast would be fine as well, yes. What makes me like 6 in this matchup? Doesn't seem like a great blocker or recursion great here. I think the games just often... First, I think it's actually a pretty good blocker against the top tiers. 6 can blank 3 or 4 top tiers easily. And second is that the games often just turn into a little bit of a slog, and they go for a bit longer. Be it because of a Collector Ouphe or Force of Vigor or their own interaction. So I just like having an option to be able to go for a cheaper monster. Right, Chad, you lost, we have to play. Keep. I'll grab Teosh soon. Puka update. The vomiting cat. Chad, Buka has been through a USG. So this is her belly now. Oj, all trimmed and naked. Pokaż tutaj brzuszek. Ops. No, taka widać. Baldy. How many paper cards do I have as a pro? Not that many. But... Well, I mean, currently I'm actually selling my cards. Mostly I'm just keeping Amulet, Neoform, and Cube. This is actually a great keep. I can win next turn. Mountain Ragavan, is that yes guy? Seems like yes guy. Probably attacking to Ragavan into Grazer. Maybe they play this shot? No, there's no way. Hello, siemoneczko. It seems like Consign cannot stop my win here. Serenade? Serenade would be bad. Don't know if I can beat that. 1 mana or 1 land away from winning. I have a Tolaria West already in my hand, so we are fine. I Scapeshift for free Crumbling Vestiges, 6 mana, Scapeshift again. Lotus Field, Crumbling Vestige or Bounce Land. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Seems like it's gonna be hard to beat Serenade, so let's not play around that. Wow, bułeczka. We beat Consign. How many Serenades can they play? I guess I don't beat Consign if they consign the 2 Crumbling Vestiges here, frankly. That would be awkward. Can actually get Lotus Field, and Urza Cave. Do we have enough mana to bait consign with Amulet? Well, what did they consign? Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess I had enough mana. I didn't get the Urza Scape. What, that would be crazy. Consign to hit 2 of your vestiges? It would be crazy, yeah. This skurwysynu Strix skurwa ojcem. Spell Snare? No nie. What is this deck? It's not normal. I was ready for Strix Serenade, but Spell Snare? Steam Vents as well, not Hallowed Fountain. Is it actually just a blue-red deck? You lost to Spell Snare out from them as well. Oh, kurka. Well, I didn't play around. Well, they are Jeskai, okay. Bring in Null Blast, cut 2 colorless sources. Genius strategy. Dobra, bułka. O nie, 6, chodź do deka szybko. Chodź, buła, idziemy. Nakarm kota. He did not want to be nakarmed, just let out of the room. I wish I had Dryad Arbor in my deck. Spell Hacking Snare. Dumpling. I have colors of mana. Ay ay ay. 1-2 punch. Now Hasted Charmo. But actually Arena of Glory makes 1 colorless mana, so they can't. IRL, they should really try to haste their Charmo. No nie, no jaki kurwa combo gracz. Need to kill the 4-4. Not looking good, broskis. No, no, it's fine, it's fine. You worry too much, it's gonna be fine. Ragawańczyk. Exiled my Titan. Brutal. I want Stockab or Spelunking. I don't know. I think Stockab. Finds a forest, Boseiju. Chuja znajduje. Ja pierdolę. White mana. Felia. Blink the sphere, so it's not there during my turn. Attack you. Play my spells. Get the sphere back. Combo. Nie. Okej, dobra, to jest Ragavan. I thought it's Charmo for a brief moment. No, my Lithomantic Barrage, which I can't cast. Looking good. Drugi Dumpling. Co za ziom. Okay, we get mana screwed by the Dumpling Spheres and can't win. Exquisite sideboard strat for the villain. Sometimes you get 2 mana screw. The poor Titan person. So now I'm not